I have the worst setup ever. Okay. Am I here? Do I exist? Basically what I have is my phone is propped up against my computer. I've got my computer up here so I can read, read the questions that you know, that I have saved up. And then, okay, I think people are hopefully here. So I need to share this to like Twitter and stuff. Just to let people know that I'm here. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Gabe G. I'm gonna read your thing, Links World. You all have things. I'm gonna read all your things. Okay. Hi, Stone Pearl. Hi, Nick. Hi, Old Hag. Hi, Toronto-Transit Channel. Hi, Sebisgiz12. I'm just reading everyone's names. Okay, I'm gonna share this. This will be so horrible for people to like watch back on from just like saying hi to people all the time. Hi, Union. Hi, Alex. Hi, Anthony. Okay. Q&A is live! Exclamation points. And maybe I'll put the thumbnail in as a picture. Hi, Cameron. Hi, William. Put the thumbnail in as a picture because that'll be, it was a cinematic thumbnail. I hope you all agree. So we're gonna tweet that, and we'll put it. You know what? We'll be kind of crazy. We'll put it on Facebook too. Hey, Maddie Cart. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be crazy. Put it on Facebook. Post. Hi, Cody. All right. Oh, Nick, we'll miss you at the race. Okay. Thank you, Jeremy. Okay. Jason, I've not been I've been to Memphis in the Newbern Dyersburg video. I was at the Greyhound station, which is like at the airport. But that's it. All right. So I'm gonna do all of the questions that I've gotten on social media first. Let me do Facebook. I got one. Patreon, I got one. YouTube, I got some. Okay, so I'll start with Facebook. I just got one where John Devine asked, "What are my favorite MBTA and SEPTA stations?" I should have thought of these before coming in, but for the MBTA, where's the camera? I need to look at the camera. For the MBTA, can I screen share those questions? I don't know, can I? I could turn my phone around and show you, but I don't see. This is why I should have figured this out before. I mean, okay, there's maybe 15 or 20 questions that are written on here, and then I'll just. Do you hear that? Do you hear the people going crazy outside? This is every day, just every day, every half hour. Just nuts. Okay, so I'm gonna do I'm gonna do the ones that I've gotten previously before, and then remember to ask me questions later so I remember. I have to figure out a screen sharing setup at some point. Okay, so favorite. I should have done this on the train. I know this is really boring. It's just, real talk. The reason I'm doing this on a Wednesday is because I've been so busy with schoolwork that I just haven't been able to edit a video, unfortunately. That's the real reason. But get a green screen. Oh boy. Okay. All right. What are my favorite MBTA and SEPTA stations? Hi, Jackson. Favorite MBTA station? I'm always gonna go back to Beachmont. You're right though. I should queue stuff. I wonder. Okay. If I show my computer screen, let me go Beachmont. This is so bad, guys. This is the worst setup ever. Beachmont MBTA. Actually, I have a review of it on my old blog. Is that gonna come up? Beachmont MBTA miles. Okay. So Beachmont is this really cool station. This spire is gone now, which is really sad. But at least I'm pretty sure it is. But it's just a really chill station, really nice. There's really young me. I don't know how old I was here. And here's the platform. Really nice. So Beachmont, I usually say is my favorite MBTA station. Also Maverick is a good one. And then, yeah, Porter's a good one. It's just always in a state of like disrepair is the thing. And then we also have, for septa, I think Milbourne probably is just like, Jackson, no. Milbourne is like just a really wacky Market Frankfurt line station because it's one of two that's not elevated. It's one of two that's not in Philadelphia. Both of the 69th and Milburn. Boy, you guys love the Boston Brookline thing. I think they're redeveloping this space now. And then here's the footbridge. It's a really cool station. Also, honestly, now I can flip this around. Also, Paper Mill Road, which Jeremy and William and I did a video about. That's another really good one as far as like the trolley side goes. So yeah, those are my favorite. That's my favorite MBTA and SEPTA stations. So just once again, I'm gonna do the questions that I got on social media first, and then I'll open it up to the chat. Maybe this is probably like the worst way to do this, so I'm sorry in advance. On Patreon, I got one question. Yeah, fun does occur at Paper Mill Road. Patreon got one question. It was from Murgatroyd, and Murgatroyd asked, "Am I a furry?" No. Moving on, we'll go to Twitter. I think I got the second most on Twitter. Okay, I got 5 questions from Jesus Fox. Oh, there is a Jesus Fox. It's not puffed. Like it says puffed on the back, but it's just an ad for puffed. It's just regular Cheez-Its. So, okay. Cody asked 5 questions. So, that's crazy, but okay. How full is the box? Not full at all. Hang on. I can, like, shake it. Maybe that'll demonstrate. That probably doesn't tell you anything, but here's the front. Original. I love Cheez-Its. Geez, here I was thinking it'd be like a normal kind of like not unhinged live stream, but like these live streams are always unhinged. I'm not doing a room tour; it's too messy. Maybe like later on if you convince me enough. Okay, 5. Sack the Queen. I want to do like reacting to old videos. I have to figure out what the screen setup would be and everything, but that's something I want to do in a live stream. Maybe we'll do a trailer this time around if I get around to it. Okay, Cody asked, best and worst bus driver encounter. No, I don't like Puff. It's the original. It's original. This is an ad for Puff from the back. Trolley bus video is Jax and I have to go to Dayton still. And so I haven't started editing it yet because we still have to go to Dayton. Also, Jackson, that was snapped that we had at the lounge, not puffed. All right, best and worst driver encounter. Okay, this is something that I should have thought about. Like when I think of best, in terms of like recent memory that I can think of, this is a video that's going to come out soon at some point. Do you remember at the end of the Greyhound video, Alina is like, what do you mean is our last time getting off a Greyhound? You're taking me on another Greyhound. Oh, wait, spoilers. That we took a Greyhound from Port Angeles, from Seattle, Washington to Port Angeles. And no, I don't have Snyder's, unfortunately, not right now. To Port Angeles, Washington. It uses like a little minibus. The driver had like snacks that he gave to everyone. And it was wonderful. The driver was so wonderful. Like every stop, he would stop off and like give people snacks, and free water. It was wonderful. Worst bus driver encounter, Are there any that like really stand out? Like what I can think, like, so I used to, for those who don't, I don't know how many people know that I used to run a blog. Yeah, the Greyhound does go on a ferry. It's not coming out next week. Well, I guess it could come out next week. I haven't started editing anything for next week yet. So I was thinking of editing. We filmed a video where we did the last trip on the Orange Line Hawker Siddeley cars, and I feel like that's like the most relevant thing right now since the Orange Line is back. But also no, I mean that's maybe I'll do the. I don't know. We'll see. You know, lots of, you know. Oh, the tram car. That was a bad conductor. Oh yeah, I can share this story now. On the tram car, we had a conductor. Like, do you remember in the tram car video where we're looking through the app and we're like, this doesn't work. Like the app's bad. So we get to the end and the conductor's like, do you have a YouTube? And I'm like, yeah. And the conductor's like, well, I don't want you beep talking the Wildwood tram car. Okay, the ad hasn't worked for years. Like, we know that. And yeah, and she was like, don't disrespect the tram car. And then she started walking away and she kind of muttered like, disrespectful. And Jackson was like, I heard that. And she was like, good. It was like, it was pretty rough. We didn't include it in the video because we were just like, I don't know, this is meant to be like a positive video about the tram car. We don't want to like talk about how seemingly everyone in Wildwood was a terrible person to us that whole day, but it was a great place still. Okay, still trying to think of the worst bus driver. So when I did the blog, I used to do a lot of trips on like small Massachusetts bus systems, and I did like the WRTA in Worcester, Massachusetts was always like the worst one. Like they would yell at you when you got to the end, like if you would like it, because oftentimes it'd be like a bus would end somewhere and I'd want to like come back around, and they would always be like, no, you can't come back. So there was a lot of stuff like that. I can't think of any like really specific like bad operator stories. They do have a no riding around policy. I'm sure it's even worse now that they're free. But yeah, so that I'm sorry I can't think of any specific worst drivers. I'm sure I'll like think of one like right when I finish this stream. The 431 oh, yes, that is true. Yes, there was a 431 driver. I was so the MBTA 431 hello, I don't remember the 8. I don't know. But so the 431 though, I was taking pictures of it for the blog. I was doing a review of an MBTA bus route, the 431, and the driver was like, you can't take pictures of the T. It's like a security risk or something. And I was like, what? And he was like, where are you from? And I was like, I'm from Cambridge, Massachusetts. And he was like, well, where are your parents from? And I'm like, oh God, my mom, like I have roots, like I have Armenian roots. And he was like, well, if you take pictures, they're gonna send you back there. And I was like, what the hell? It was so weird. I was like 14 or 15 or something. It was wild. It was really strange. Yeah, and I like put that. I remember I like did a whole like story about that on the blog, but I did have a Greyhound driver who left someone at the stop. That's true as well. Have I had a rude train conductor? I don't know. I can't think of any off the top of my head. But okay, next Cody question, because Cody left 5 questions and I keep getting distracted. Cody asked, thoughts on the new MVRTA name and paint scheme? This is such a niche question, Cody. I know that I've seen, I saw this in like a Foamer group, and I honestly, I don't know if I could even find the picture, but it's a company called the Massachusetts Valley Regional Transit Authority, and they've changed themselves to MEVA, or MEVA, I don't even know. It's a stupid name. The livery's pretty cool. It's like kind of different colors, but did I say Massachusetts? Oh, Merrimack, I'm sorry. Whoops, sorry. But yeah, MEVA, very weird name. MEVA, I genuinely don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced. Okay, what MBTA line should shut down for 1 month next? Asks Cody. Ideally none. I am not convinced that this Orange Line one is is working out, but we'll see what happens when they actually get all the slow zones done. It just doesn't seem like I haven't ridden it yet, but it just doesn't seem like it's made it all that much better. I don't know. So ideally none, unless they can actually get their crap together and make it work. I don't know if there's a live stream record. I've lost track. I saw 96 earlier or 100. Yeah, I don't know. I think there were a lot of who came on the Orange Line one. Yeah, the Orange Line's super slow. There's like a ton of slow zones. They've gotten rid of some of them like since opening, but there's still a lot left, and it's still slower than when it first opened. So that's rough. We'll see what happens with that. Next question from Cody. Do I regret any old videos like the Gatra game? So for those who don't know, I have not deleted a single video off the blog, off the channel. So like you can go back and see like just some really terrible old videos, which I want to like react to on a live stream someday. And I would not say I regret any though. Like ultimately, they are what they are. Like they're no, Comic Sans is great, Caleb, but I don't know, like they're kind of funny, but I don't know. You can go watch them if you want. And then, do I think Plymouth Station will be used again? So that was an MBTA station that closed during COVID. I think the town really wants it to come back. But I don't know. I've always thought it was a useless station, but we'll see. The first video, my best of miles and everything, is 6 years old. What was the first video I put in that? Here, I'll do the screen share again. Flip the camera around. Okay, here we go. There's the stream happening right now. Amazing thumbnail. Okay. Best of. Where's the best of? Did I make it private? Oh my gosh. Well, this is embarrassing. Hang on. I'm gonna go into. I have to go into YouTube Studio. I scrolled past it. I don't think I did. Did I? Is it a separate? Oh, I made it its own literal. I should know how this channel works. Okay, sorry. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, Fastest T-Rider Live. Okay, that is a good one still. Beeline Exposed, I don't know if I'll keep on here. Like, Fastest T-Rider Live, it's like, that's a fun video. Great Race at Chelsea, okay. $16 Greyhound from Newark to Brooklyn. That was like a silly video. I think I mostly put this on here because it did really well at the time. I don't know that I would still have it on here. It's not that good. Longest Bus Ride in America. That's when Nathan and I took Greyhound from New York to LA. I think that should stick around. And then the sleeper roomette. I mean, that from Boston to Boston. That was great. That was awesome. Riding Amtrak's most legendary station. I have my Thurman shirt on right now. And then Philly Night Video, that's a great one. Newman Dyersburg, obviously, every diner, and then Greyhound. Jeremy, the one where it's 4 uncut minutes with my friend, that was, let me turn this around again. That was the Pembroke shuttle. That's a horrible one. See, this is what I mean. Like, I have to react to some of these one of these days. Okay. Did I have any other? Oh, people are putting more questions in response. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll get there. Okay. Next up is Jack, who asks, what are your thoughts on transit agencies like the MBTA and NYC MTA charging higher fares for express buses? Do you agree with the practice of upcharging for premium services on public transit? I'm very much like a cheapskate. But I also understand like express buses are usually more expensive for the agencies themselves to run. I think that New York is more justified in doing it because you're at least getting like a coach bus experience versus on the MBTA, it's like, it's just a city bus going on the highway, like at, 55 miles an hour, that's what they're locked to. So that is like not a 425 experience. I mean, maybe 425 actually isn't like that terrible for being on. It's like $4. I don't even remember how much it is. But yeah, overall, it's like, it's just I don't know about that practice. The BXM4 is an anomaly, because that doesn't run on the highways at all. Agencies generally don't make money from fares, I think. The Las Vegas system charges a ton of money for their Deuce bus, which runs down the strip, and it's like $6 for a 2-hour pass. That makes like 124% of its revenue, of its costs back. So it actually makes a profit through fares. Rice asks, "What's my favorite gadget bun?" So for those who don't know, gadget buns are just like weird, basically just like weird transit. Like, it's weird. It's a weird thing. Do I have? I'm trying to think. Jack, have you watched the Greyhound video? I'm not single. Yeah, no, actually, Ian, no, Morgantown PRT was like the main thing I was thinking. No, not. I mean, Airbar is okay, but Morgantown is just so bizarre. Wuppertal's a good one. Wuppertal's a good one, but I haven't been on it, so I don't know that I can like I haven't been on that many like gadget buns myself. I think it's got to be PRT as far as ones that I've been on. Yeah, I think that's my favorite gadget bun that I've been on. Marcus Red asks, "Here's a fun idea to consider: taking East Coast commuter trains from as far north as possible, so Newburyport, to as far south as possible, Spotsylvania, Virginia." Yes, that is something I want to do. That is absolutely something I want to do. It's just like finding the time to do it. Someone from Rhode Island asks, "Now that all the escalators at South Station are in working order, when are you legally changing your first name to Escalator?" Well, yes. So I think it was in a Classy Whale video that I said that I would change my name to Escalator if both escalators at South Station were working, and they are in fact both working. So it'll be an approximately 10-year process to get all the papers filed, but we'll get there eventually. History and Leisure asks, "Can we make Transit Desert a term?" I feel like I've heard that, Transit Desert. I don't know. I feel like people have said that before, like this is a real transit desert. So I think we can make Transit Desert a term. Someone said, "Do a Rhode Island bus tour from Providence all the way down to Block Island." That would be interesting because it would only be, a $6 a $6 thing, like a $6 day pass. Wait, what? I don't know why Union Turnpike is talking about eels and escalators, but all it makes me think of is eels. So that's great. Favorite North American trolley/streetcar system? Asks Some Blue Wolf. That's a good question. I know it's a SpongeBob reference. What were we talking about SpongeBob? Were people talking about SpongeBob? I'm like not reading the chat well. I'm sorry. Favorite North American trolley streetcar system? I'm just thinking about it. I think it's got to be the SEPTA trolleys. If we're being honest, I suppose we're being discussed. Okay. Like the SEPTA trolleys are really fast because they blast open the doors just before getting to the stop. They move really quickly despite being in mixed traffic. They definitely have a lot of stupid things about them. They're completely inaccessible, which sucks. But as far as the rider experience of just being on a SEPTA trolley, it is wonderful. So yeah, I think I would say SEPTA. Okay, that is all of the Twitter ones. Now I'll go to YouTube community, and then I'll actually read the chat more and read your questions. Yes, I think Trolley Mod will kill the SEPTA trolleys. I really do. Because, okay, think about this. I'm going to set the camera down. Think about this. You have the current trolleys. You're coming in at 35 miles an hour. Start slowing down. Blast open the doors when you're going 15. The person gets on while it's still moving. You already close the doors. Blast open. It's great. However, when they do Trolley Mod, you'll have these light rail trolleys that come in, and then you have the doors. You just have to come to a complete stop. You have the doors, beep, 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 and then you gotta let people in, and then close them again. Beep, 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 beep. It'll be terrible, absolutely terrible. Okay. Now I'm on. Oh, I think I got more Twitter ones actually. People responded to the. Okay, Swagify asked. Oh well. Since I saw this, Jackson and I are planning a trip to Dayton, so we're just gonna like put it in the video. Yeah. Okay. For your Q&A, what editing software do you use? It's a very embarrassing name, but it's called Hit Film Express. It costs me $10 and does everything I needed to do. Like, I know that bsquiklehausen has told me that there's one called like DaVinci something or other that's like free and like pretty good. But I've realized that like when you get a new editing software, you have I keep saying DaVinci like I'm the Vinkerhoff twin or whatever. Yeah, but like I will say like when like I don't know, getting used to a new editing software is like you have to like get used to it and like figure everything out. I'm in a happy place with my Hit Film Express. Like I can make videos quickly. I can like do all the things that I want to do. So like, I don't really see myself changing away from it, but you know, we'll see. It's an editing software. They're all kind of made equally. Okay, MBTA1234 asked me a million questions. I'm gonna try to go through these quick. Worst MBTA line. Ooh, well that's okay. See, that's an interesting one because I would have normally said green, but the orange line is so terrible right now. Like the headways are bad, the speeds are bad. It might be orange. At this very moment in time, September 28th, 2022, I think it's the orange line. Best and worst bus routes. On the T, best route is I think still the 73, although they make the schedules bad and it's not trackless trolley anymore. Worst bus routes, probably the 112 is just terrible. Okay, red is I don't know. I mean, red sucks, but it does serve a lot of places. Okay, people are asking about Union's question. What trip idea that I seriously considered was so ambitious that I decided against it? That I seriously considered. I have a lot of like spreadsheets that I've made, you know, of like trips that I really want to do. Like, I made one a long time ago of every funicular in America. Like that would be so cool, and it would just take so long, be so expensive. I have one of doing every diner in Vermont because every diner except one in Vermont is transit accessible. There's one that isn't, but that'd be so cool. It has to be done in the winter, and it takes like 2 weeks. But you're going through like all these rural areas, and it has to be done in winter because there's like the ski bus that goes to like one, like. I think that'd be so cool. Obviously, Jackson would be involved in that. And I can't do diner stuff without Jackson. One thing that I'm sure I'll end up doing at some point. This is something that I have to compare notes with Jeremy because he's like sketched this out too. Is doing local buses from DC to Boston. People are giving some cool challenge ideas. That I should write these down. Okay. Eric asked about transit openings that are happening soon. I'm not doing anything West Coast, that's too far, but I will definitely go for GLX. Wilmata Silver Line probably, East Side Access probably, because they're just like, you know, close. Trying to get between two random places in the US using only public transit, that would be a really cool idea. Nick keeps asking when I graduate. I graduate in December. Okay. What is the furthest I can travel in the US using Amtrak or Greyhound? Key West to only the US. I think it would be Key West to Port Angeles. Okay, thoughts on the new Green Line trains, like the Type 10s. They're very strange. You know, I gotta wait till I see them. The Type 9s are cool. I like them. Should the Orange Line station be renovated or left in their brutalized state? I mean, you know, they're fine either way. I don't know. I don't really care. Like, I don't know. They're fine. Get between. Ooh, Classy Will, can I, like, people are saying similar things about me being in a random place and having to use buses to go home. I love that idea. Like, I would, if someone wanted to, like, you know, drive me somewhere and do that, that would be great. Dude, that would be a cool video. I would definitely love that. Especially if it was like, yeah, no, anywhere in like Massachusetts or like somewhere like difficult, but like not, that's a cool idea. I really like that. Like Philly area. So I think that hazing is terrible, but I heard about a frat at Penn that, as one of their hazing routines. Oh, hi, Chloe. As part of their hazing, Classy Will, I will hit you up. As part of their hazing routines, they drive their, like, you know, recruits or whatever to Delaware and make them get back. I hate, you know, like, hazing sucks, but that would be so much fun. Something in New Jersey would be cool too. I am at Penn. Okay. Least used Amtrak station in Canada. I don't know. What is it? Would it be the one that's not like, what is it, like Niagara Falls? I genuinely don't know. Okay. What should be the next MBTA extension? I always say that, okay, I think that if I could, like, just get, you know, if I could just, you know, set up any tunnel, tunnel anywhere, I would do, like, a line to Chelsea. I think that's the biggest thing you could do, like Chelsea and Everett. If I had, like, infinite money, just a tunnel from downtown up to Chelsea and Everett, that would be, like, awesome. Other than that, let's see, Blue Line to Lynn is a classic. I'm just trying to think if there's, like, anything else. I don't know. Like, there's all those, like, I don't know, like, stuff on Washington Street, like a Washington Street subway would be awesome. I saw someone suggest Great Race to Pawtucket. Oh yeah, North-South Rail Line, that's a good one too. Great Race to Pawtucket, that would actually be really interesting. If you picked, like, a good spot in Pawtucket where, like, the bus would be a little more competitive, that would be really cool. Fairmont Line, yeah, that would be awesome too. Okay. What's my favorite PVTA bus route I've reviewed? That is such a specific question. That's from Swagify. I don't know. I don't remember. Like, the 31's really good in the UMass area. I'm going to say that because I honestly have not given the PVTA much thought in a while. Are there any public transit systems from overseas you'd love to try out for videos? Asks Craig M. I'd love to go to Japan. I'd love to do, like, stuff in the UK. I would ride anything, honestly. Like, I don't know. Okay. There we go. That's done with Twitter. Now I will go to, I'll do the YouTube community ones now, and then I'll, like, be better about answering questions from the chat. Okay. So on YouTube, David Rivera asks, is a 472 NYC station challenge in the cards for some time in the next year or so? At some point I'd love to do it. I think that'd be really awesome. It takes so much planning, but that's like the record, you know? So I would totally, like, consider doing that. Second question, is a New Hampshire to Virginia on public transit, Suns, Amtrak, Greyhound in the car for something next year? So again, I don't know about next year, but definitely at some point I want to do that local bus, like, extravaganza. Okay. Tealmer asks, do I bike for transportation? So here's the thing about biking. Recently, my friends and I took a blue bikes in Boston, around East Boston, and, like, I really enjoyed it. I was like, okay, like, maybe I'm bike pilled now. Like, you know, maybe I like bikes now. But I think the problem is that it's hard to, like, you have to kind of research the bike lane situation where you're going. We had points when we were, like, biking just, like, in the road, and I was like it was horrible. It's just this, like there were 3 of us, so it felt a little better, but I was like, I would not do this alone. Like, I hate this. And it was at night too, so there wasn't that much traffic. Like, I think that I think that for me to get properly bike pilled, I would need to like just have a better idea of what the bike trails are like where can I go in like protected bike lanes so that I'm not dying, because I don't want to die. Like it's scary when you're like in traffic. So that's my answer to do I bike. Currently no, but like I theoretically could. When will I visit Westerly, Lee Hughes Amtrak Station, Rhode Island? If Chloe's still in the chat, she is my friend who goes to the University of Rhode Island, and I gotta visit her at some point, and yeah, that would probably be when I would do it, because it would be a good trip to like just tie into that trip to Rhode Island. Funnily enough, there is a video. Yeah, I was gonna say bsquiklehausen says so Westerly is featured in 2 videos. One of them, the Connecticut, like Ned Lamont were riding free buses one, and one of them was the it was the rural ride videos from a long time ago. Okay, Chloe, we got a text. We got to figure it out. We will figure it out. Yeah, the Rip to Rural Ride, which is another like one of those like old terrible ones. And we actually reviewed Westerly. So if you want to see a review of Westerly, you can get it on there, circa like 2016 or something. Okay, how did I become so interested in transit? You know how kids really like trains? I never grew out of that. That's my answer. Okay, Tealmer asked, do I acknowledge the Cedar Street subway was the first true BRT? So for context, there's this whole saga on the Classy Whale channel, which, you know, he's in the chat. You should click on the little channel thing and subscribe to him, where basically it was Alex Davis, who he's not in the chat, but you should subscribe to Alex as well. You've probably seen Alex's Wawa video because it has like 100,000 views. But Alex makes amazing videos as well. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so there was a whole thing where like Alex took Caleb on like four Philly transportation firsts, and one of them was that he called the 103 busway, the first busway in America. And I said, no, actually the Providence Transit Tunnel is the first busway in America. But as it turns out, there was a Cedar Street subway in Newark, New Jersey, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me just use this link that this person sent. Yeah, Newark. Yeah, so that I acknowledge that's the first BRT. It's gone now, it's abandoned, but I think that's valid. That's the first BRT. Tim, I did not know the tunnel bus is scheduled to resume. I was waiting to go to Michigan until it comes back. So, absolutely. Okay, let me keep going for now. Stephen Goodrow asks, what's Jordan up to these days? Yeah, so Jordan, classic Miles in Transit character and friend. Jordan's awesome. He is a bus driver for the MBTA. I won't share where he is. I don't want people to like go, stalking him like what garage he's at. But he's a bus driver for the MBTA. And I think he just doesn't want to, like he has this whole character. I think he just doesn't want to, he wants to be more professional in his working life. So yeah, but he's doing well. He's awesome. We love Jordan. That's what Jordan's up to. Okay. And then Lynx World asks, why do I live in Philly? It's because I go to Penn, but also I think Philly's awesome. I love Philly. It's honestly like really one of the most underrated U.S. cities, because like you see like Philly everywhere. It's like, crime. It's like there is definitely like, not gonna say it's not like one of the more, dangerous U.S. cities, but it's also just like, I don't know, it's just a great place. Like there's so many cool neighborhoods. It has such a great vibe and community. Like I love Philly. Very good East Coast city. Possibly the best. I go back and forth between both. I think Philly's a better place to be a student, but I'd rather like kind of work and have a family in Boston just because the pay is a little better. But yeah. Now that is theoretically all. I think people left more questions while I was doing this. Favorite car on the T, asks Cow Says Pow 62. Favorite car on the T. And their example is the 1800s, which are very good. I love the 1800s. I think I would say, and I know this is like antithetical to accessibility, but I love the Type 7s on the Green Line. They're high floor, but they're just like, they're awesome cars. I like always try to get them. Also, the Blue Line Siemens cars are great. Just good, yeah. There's some good ones. Favorite BART subway line, asks Swagify. Probably the yellow line. It goes like way out. Yeah, I think the yellow line. Rob, Baltimore's awesome too. I love Baltimore as well. I haven't spent as much time there, but like I also think Baltimore is super underrated. Okay, I think that's all the YouTube questions. Now I'll focus on chat. Okay. Oh geez, everyone's asking questions. It's so hard to like keep track. Favorite dinosaur? Oh my goodness. Favorite dinosaur? I don't know. That's an interesting question. I liked T-Rexes as a kid. You know, I was pretty basic. Thoughts on regional rail potential changes? So what I have heard is that I know there's tons of questions. Ask them again. I'm sorry. I don't know the best way to like scroll through. I think I'll just ask them as I see them and come in. Insert channel name here. I've taken Nashville Twin City Star in 2 videos. 2 videos, the Nashville one and the New Bern Dyersburg one. Both times I've been to Tennessee, I've ridden it. Okay, what was someone asking? I was answering a question. Regional rail, yeah. So thank you, yeah. So the Metro one is the one I like the most. I think that regional rail is such a good asset, like in terms of infrastructure. Like it should have frequent service in the city. It should like serve the city well. And they're saying that they're gonna, like, it was originally gonna be a weird thing, like you'd have to like transfer from the outer bits to the Metro portion. Now they're saying it'll just be like, you just stay on. Like, that's great, because the transfer thing was stupid. I know that someone asked about jet lag. I think jet lag is like the single greatest thing on YouTube right now. I love it so much. You should all watch it if you haven't gotten the chance. Yeah, fantastic content. Another one came out today, but I watched them with Alina, so I have to wait. It's like painful. Like every time I like reload YouTube, I see it there. And it's like, I can't watch. I gotta wait till tonight. Should LaGuardia Airport get a subway extension instead of the commuter rail air train? Yes. Indeed. Have I watched the newest tag video? Not yet. Not the one that came out today. Miles Uday collab. Oh man, I don't know. I guess Uday does videos, right? He was in a Reese video. I don't know what we do, but like that, like I've talked to Uday before. Uday's amazing. He is so smart. Yeah, I would totally do that. I would have to reach out to him. That's true. He's also been in well, there's your problem. It's Uday Schultz on on Twitter. What do I think is the worst/best SEPTA line? Well, they're not really that SEPTA. Like what? I don't know. I mean, it's like Market Frankfurt versus Broad. I think the worst is Market Frankfurt and the best is Broad. Between the two, like I don't. Unless you mean like trolley lines. Trolley lines, my least favorite is the 11. My favorite is the 13. Lewis, I would love to be on WTYP. That would be awesome. I'm supposed to. Roz won't get back to me on Twitter, but I'm supposed to do something with him, maybe. Why wouldn't I take Rod over MFL? Like, the MFL sucks right now. It's terrible. Okay. What other question? What my favorite DC Metro line? Man, I'm not familiar enough with DC. I would say probably red, because it's like, it's not interlined with anything else, so it's kind of nice how it like comes frequently. Oh my gosh, Ben, you're the guy that we met on the train. That's awesome. Um, I don't know when it's coming out, but we did shout you out in that. We ran into Ben Cohen on the train. It was wonderful. Okay, I know. Okay, Union. What have been the most pleasantly surprising occurrences that have occurred when doing wacky trips on transit? Definitely Newbern-Dyersburg. Like that. If you haven't seen that video yet, there were a bunch of like teenagers hanging out at the station, and I just like showed up. I was like, they were like, "Oh, who are you?" I was like, "Oh, I'm doing a video at the station," and they like, yeah, it was awesome. They like gave me a whole tour, completely just like total strangers. It was the coolest thing ever. So that's definitely the best like experience I've had, on one of my crazy adventures. I think there's definitely like more I can think of, but I want to answer these somewhat quickly. What video? That was in Newbern-Dyersburg. Okay, riding every DC Metro line. I did a blog post about that a while back, but I would definitely do a video about it, especially now that Silver Line's opening at some point. So I definitely want to do that. Would I still take the Hound on a trip not serviceable by train, plane, or where I try and drive? I would still take the Hound. You know what? Jackson and I are talking about greyhounding to Dayton because it's the cheapest thing. Whatever. It's fine. We can do it. What is the least used Amtrak station in Canada? I would definitely consider it. Like, that would be cool. What small/niche transit advocacy ideas do I want to work on based on my travels? That is a very thinky question. That means I have to think about it. Small transit advocacy ideas. That's so interesting. I feel like I think like I don't know, small. That's so interesting. Like the small scale of it. I like that. That makes me think of like, little cities that could use better transit. Like I know that back on the blog, there was a system called Gatra, it's like kind of south of Boston, and it's just like terrible. And like I remember suggesting a lot of things to them, and I think that would be awesome. Grimsby, people are saying, for least used. Grimsby, I didn't even know Amtrak stopped there. For what it's worth, I would love to do an Amtrak from Niagara Falls to Niagara Falls, which is the shortest trip by distance on Amtrak. The border crossing would be tough, but yeah, Grimsby, Ontario. Okay, well, good to know. That would be cool. I'll put that on my list. I like that. What are my thoughts on the small, higher class bus lines that are popping up, like JetBus or that City Bus goes from DC to Nashville? Hey, more competition is more competition. We need a public bus. We need a public intercity bus company, but if they get used, then that's good too. Okay. What? Oh man, what is my favorite NYC subway line? So real answer the 7, but contrarian answer, I really think the 1 is underrated. It's like, I think that it's a really nice straight line. It's frequent. It doesn't interline with anything else, so it's able to just like run consistently. Love the 1. The Franklin Ave shuttle is pretty awesome too. Okay. Favorite MBTA line? Blue. Easy. I don't have to think about that. The R is not obviously the best. Have I ridden Go in Toronto? Yes. An old blog post, I rode Go to whatever the stop closest to the bus to the zoo is. I don't remember what the stop was even called. Oh, here, I have Ontario open in Google Maps. It was Guildwood. I took it to Guildwood. And I took Go in the Toronto video. I did a Toronto video. There's a Toronto video. You gotta watch my video before you ask these questions. There's a video where I had a layover in Toronto and I rode Go for 1 stop. And I didn't film much on it because I had a group of people sitting next to me. Because they have those stupid tables. It's all tables. So annoying. Favorite RIPTA bus route I've ridden? Our line for overall quality, probably like the 64 for like scenery. What's the Limoliner went under? Favorite water-based transit system. Favorite water-based transit system. Ooh. That's such a good question. Do I have a favorite water-based system? There aren't really that many like good ferry systems in the year. That's like Washington State ferries is kind of a classic. A flag stop video, that would be funny. Favorite regional rail system of the ones I've been on. Gosh, I mean, it used to be SEPTA back when it was like okay. I have a soft spot for Metro North. Have I ever been to Montreal and forced my parents to ride every Montreal line? Yes. A favorite non-megacity European transit system, Budapest. Do I plan on making any more blog reviews or is it all video now? I don't plan on doing the blog at the moment. I don't know, yeah. I find videos to be more fulfilling. Weirdest thing that's happened while filming one of my videos, probably like the Newbern-Dyersburg thing, if I'm being honest. I don't know, you have like weird stuff, like people like show up in the background or stuff like that, but I don't know. Favorite SEPTA bus route, oh man. They're all terrible, aren't they? Oh, the 66 is a good one. Okay, someone said, besides Philly, Massachusetts, what state am I planning my next great race? Stay tuned. We're thinking about doing one for New York. Maybe like next semester, like sometime in like, I don't know when, but that's like the next one we're thinking of. Favorite non-major class. I took a class called History of Words. It was fantastic. It's a linguistics class. Oh shoot. Okay. Should public transit buses have Wi-Fi and charging on board? It's nice. It's nice to have. It's not a necessity, but you know, it's cool. No, we wouldn't do a winter great race. But have I ever been mistaken as a transit employee while foaming? No. My degree's in urban studies. Wackiest thing I've ever eaten on a bus or train. Have I eaten anything wacky on a bus? Okay. So, in the future, you remember how I did that Barcelona video? There are like more Spain videos coming. And one of them is taking the Renfe train from Barcelona to San Sebastian and also from Barcelona to Bilbao. So I'm going to do like a trip report about that. It had this insane like cafe thing. Like I just had this awful, it was like a tuna sandwich or something. Like, what, is Chicken McFry a bot? I don't know. What are you doing? Okay, I'll get rid of the bot. How do I kill it again? Oh, report for, is there a spam option? Spam, report. Okay, does that, oh boy, okay. Wait, let me ban, remove. Oh no, that just removes the one comment, dang it, hang on, sorry. Hide user on this channel. Okay, did that do it? Okay, all right. I think that did it. Did that do it? Okay, I think that did it. Yeah, Norristown's still going to KOP. Now I've missed out on a ton of questions. I know, this is a boomer trying to use the phone. It's hard to... Favorite long distance Amtrak route, California Zephyr, easy. Well, Josephine, I don't know, like, what would riding all of SEPTA be? Like, the question is, what do you consider to be all of SEPTA? Like, it used to be possible to do all of regional rail in a day. Now it's not with COVID. And then, like, I don't know, like, Broad Street line, Market Frankfurt line, like, I don't know, like, it's not that interesting. All the trolleys would be interesting. Everything but the buses. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Favorite SEPTA regional rail line. Oh, someone's doing all 27 Bay Area agencies in one day. That's so cool. I've always wanted to do that. They beat me to it. That's awesome. That is so cool. Favorite regional rail line, Norristown line. Anything with Mexico City Transit. I would like to go to Mexico City. No current solid plans to. Worst Long Island Railroad and Metro North stations. I don't have enough familiarity with those systems to say. Jay, that's good to know. Next time I'm in San Francisco, I'll do that. Or I will attempt to do that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't tell you worst or best Long Island Railroad or yeah. Any funny childhood transit stories? Yeah, I mean, one time my family was in Denmark. They tell the story better than I do. But I was like 7 years old. We were in Denmark, and we got on the S-Tog to go somewhere. And I was like, we got on the wrong train, and they were like, no, this is the right train. And it turned out it was the wrong train. So there you go. That's a funny story. Okay. Did I travel with my family just to see transit as a kid? No, I didn't. What's worse, Metro North interlocking before Grand Central or JFK at North Quincy on the Red Line? I'm not familiar enough with that Metro North interlocking. I've heard it's bad, but favorite anime. Have I ever watched an anime like substantially? I was recently. Alina's friends showed me one that was like, it was like a high school, and there was a character. It was like a high school boys club, and there was a girl in it who was like, disguised as a boy. I don't really remember, but it was fun. Favorite SpongeBob episode on a similar note, asked Jeremy. That would be Shanghai. I like, you could say Band Geeks, but that's like so boring. It was Order on Host Club, yeah. You could say like Band Geeks, and that is a really good one, but no, Shanghai, fantastic episode. So well written. Alina and I are actually dating, yes. Am I planning on doing more DC content? Yeah, when the Silver Line opens for sure, and then maybe other stuff. Dunkin' or Starbucks? Starbucks. Sorry, Dunkin' is like not good. What kind of bus would I ride to the moon? It'd be a coach bus. I mean, maybe like a Prevost, like, maybe like I'd do like the Jet or something, like a really nice one, or the one to Nashville, like a really good, No, it wouldn't be a crapo Gillig. Okay, someone asked Wawa or Sheets. Wawa, obviously. And I think earlier someone asked my favorite Wawa sandwich. I always get the meatball one, even though like I'm sure there are better ones, but I go with the easy one. If I had to have my wedding on a specific bus route, which would it be? That's a good question. On a specific bus route, funnily enough, my first thought was the 64 in Rhode Island, because it just has these like beautiful. It goes over these two incredible bridges. Like that would be really fantastic. Am I planning on any future collaborations with other creators? Possibly Justin Rosniak. I can't think of anyone else. Oh, the Muni 33, that would be a good one. Is there anyone? I can't think of anything in the pipeline right now. But at least I can't think of any. What, Jay? All right, we'll do. Oh, we were gonna do the City Skylines thing, weren't we? Yeah. All right. Am I planning on doing future transit collaborators such as Jaquel and the Foamer? Yeah, I'll collaborate with Jaquel and the Foamer. Any funny, interesting Amtrak stories? Funny, interesting Amtrak stories. I don't know. The Cardinal thing was pretty funny, where we like had like the changeover. Oh, Jeff Marshall, that would be cool. I don't do pure foaming content. Have I ever done pure foaming content? I don't think I ever have. Funniest signage on transit. A lot of SEPTA stuff was really funny, like a lot of just like outright incorrect things. Do I have like a specific one? I can't think of, it's like, you know, oh, the T-Trout, okay, that's fair. I've done pure foaming before. That's fair. Yeah, okay. Wawa was foaming, but it was like not edited in a foamer way, I think. That's my, description of it, although it was very foamery. I don't think I'll ever surpass Jeff Marshall, but I love Jeff, so, or at least I love his content. He knows I exist. He when I was in, you remember when he did, Jeff Marshall did a video that was least used Amtrak station in Utah, but it actually wasn't. He did Green River, least used actually Helper. And what was really funny is that I was in Helper filming that, like a video for the least used Amtrak station in Utah when he posted that. So I was like, I'm literally in Helper right now. So he was definitely aware of it because he like commented on like just like the tweet. But yeah. Yeah, there you go. Helper will be a video at some point. It was a wonderful town. Best fast food chain is Shake Shack. How to improve Greyhound. I think that integrating it with more frequent train service would be great. Especially out in the middle of nowhere. Like, it'd be cool to have an integrated system where you can kind of get everything on one ticket and just like, it might involve a train transfer, it might involve like a bus transfer. Yeah. What do you mean it's not a fast food chain? Shake Shack is fast food. Okay, what do I study? I study urban studies. Yeah, Amtrak throughway service, but like it doesn't really like, there's not much to it. Shortest bus route video. I don't know, I wonder if you could figure out like the shortest bus route in America. I don't know. Thank you, Rob. Okay, how many hours of video I've ready to edit? I don't know, maybe like 5 to 7 to 10 or something is. Oh no, okay, hello. I hope I'm back. Oh, got a little freezy freeze for a sec there. Okay, oh yeah, I could just get microtransfer for like a block. That's a funny one. Cornwallis Heights Parking Ride Shuttle, yes, that is definitely a contender. What are my thoughts on demand response transit? It works in like really rural areas, but like in cities, I don't know, what the heck phone? In cities, it just doesn't seem like, it seems like it's just like people talk about like how the LA one always just gets like insanely packed, like just like, you can't, you just can't get it because there's just so many people using it. So I don't know. And then it just doesn't scale well because you need more buses to handle more people. Okay. Where are the least used Amtrak station videos? They're coming. I have like 3 in the pipeline. 3 that are like filmed, and then like at least 1 more. Like obviously I'm gonna do them all eventually, but yeah. For what it's worth, where some people are talking about Quebec buses, I spreadsheeted out in another case of like something so ambitious that I want to do it someday. Taking buses in Canada, or buses and ferries, from Victoria to St. John's, like Victoria, British Columbia to St. John's, Newfoundland. You can do it. You can string the buses together, but it's so expensive. But I think that would be such a cool trip. And it's like, it's so bad. Like you have to just like chain together all these like insane companies. It is totally possible. It is such a pain. I have a spread here. I can even bring up, this would be intercity buses. Yeah, this is all intercity buses. Alaska Road, I'd like to do that too. No, this is intercity. Sorry, I should have been more clear. Like the Greyhound. All right, yeah, I'm pulling up the spreadsheet. Jeez, this is a long spreadsheet. Oh, okay, so I did it. All right, hang on. Let me flippy flip. Okay, so this way is easier, going from St. John's to Victoria. So this is DRL bus that goes across Newfoundland. Then you take the boat. I did a little note here. This is a boat. Then you take Maritime bus to Campbellton, New Brunswick. You have to spend the night here, which sucks. Very unfortunate. Then you walk to Quebec. Oh, I wrote PQ. What's the new abbreviation? QC, I think. Might as well correct that. Then you take Orleans Express to Montreal. And then you take Megabus, an overnight Megabus to Toronto. And then Ontario, Northland, and Winnipeg. And then this company called Rider Express goes all the way from Winnipeg to Vancouver. It, as you can see, it costs 442 Canadian dollars. And then you get to use the BC Ferries connector to get to Victoria. So you can see I did the sum the other way. So 1,300 Canadian dollars, 997 American dollars. It would be nuts, but it is possible. One day I would love to do it. So that's something is the price going to be different now? Oh, okay, I'll check it now. 1323.27 CAD to USD. $972 versus 90. Okay, yeah, it went down by like 20 bucks. Okay, and then Jeremy was saying the Cape May thing. I can show that off too. New Jersey. And I know, Jeremy, you have to figure out time to do this. I know, geez, I don't remember what I called the spreadsheet. I think it's maybe like traversing NJT. Thank you, Trombone. Traversing NJT. So what this is this would be going from the southernmost point of NJT to the northernmost point of NJT, which is Cape May, New Jersey to Warwick, New York. So it's surprisingly only a 11-seat ride. Oh no, a 10-seat ride, because there's a little walking bit here. But so the rule we had was no highways, because it would be really boring if you just took the 319 in New York and then like the 197. So, start in Cape May, take the 313 to Vineland, take the 553, which runs all night to Pleasantville, then the 559 to Lakewood, and then 139 to this random spot, 818 to almost New Brunswick, 815 in Perth Amboy, 48 to Elizabeth, 59 to Newark, 11 to Willowbrook Mall, 197 to Warwick. And I saw someone gave a super chat. Let me answer that. Redstone Relic. When will I speedrun the whole Amtrak network? Oh, was that a focus? I'm sorry. When will I speedrun the whole Amtrak network? That is something that I really need to like make a spreadsheet for. Like I've like thought about doing that and just like never really like sat down and like thought it through. But that's something that I really want to do. It'd just be so expensive. Like I'd have to get so many rail passes for it. But yeah, that would be really fun. And the night, have you ever seen the Cameron Booth map? This is like really useful for planning it out. Yes, speedrunning Amtrak would be really cool. William gave $9.99 without asking a question. Well, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's such a good map. It's amazing. I'm just getting up to get some water. What's the worst misconnection for me for a local bus trip? Oh gosh, that's a good question. Off the top of my head, I remember in the Long Island video, we missed a bus. That wasn't that bad of a connection. I can't think of any good ones. Have I thought about doing something like Jet Lag the game? Believe me, Jet Lag I am like such a huge Jet Lag fan, but I just feel like their quality is so good. Like, I don't know, like the great races are like the most similar thing I have to that. Although I have, yeah, I don't know. It would be really cool, but I don't want to like ape their style, you know? I have not watched episode 4 yet. No spoilers, please. Union, I have, my quality makes it more entertaining. Yeah, well, It'd definitely be edited in like, it'd be fun to edit it in like the me way. Okay, Union, I have a fun document. Hang on. So I have jaywalking fine. There you go. I keep track of it in a doc so that I can remember. Like whenever I update it in a video, I update this. So this is the total jaywalking fine out of all the videos. Besides Great Race to Franklin Park, which had a different system because Sam edited that one. Longest rail transit trip in Cali, Ventura to the Mexican border. Well, that would be fun. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. That is a lot of money, yeah. I know, I could pay for the trip across Canada and then some. If I ever do a Great Race in New York, do it in the summer. Well, we'll see. That, yeah, I mean, it's definitely like, it's planned, but no date yet. I don't know when. I would love to ride the Via Rail Canadian. The thing with the Via Rail Canadian, it is so ludicrously expensive. Like, it would be so funny to do just like get like a ton of Patreon money and then just be like, all right, I'm gonna get like the $10,000 like insane super duper pass. Like that would be so funny. But yeah. I will say, okay, so Lewis said that like if I did a version jet lag, it would be different from theirs. And I just want to say, I think it's really funny how like it's not the case with the tag one, but I always love how like I always root for the editors. Like they are so Ben and Adam, they are so fun. And then you always have like Sam, who's like kind of boring and like always like tries to rig the game somehow. And then like he is like he's like with just like some like random YouTuber who's like also boring and it's kind of funny. Mexico City to Montreal for the last free Greyhound ticket. Yes, that is something that is possibly in the works. Alina just asked if she can come over and hang out. She'll just be in the corner. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Great Race to NYC. Yeah, so the new Amtrak winter seats are pretty uncomfortable. Do I collect transit memorabilia? I don't. I try not to collect things because I just don't display it well. Like I just like, I don't know, it just ends up somewhere. It just like, you know, I don't know. Like people will give me like transit cards. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Will I ride the Wolverine Blue? Yeah, I mean, so for what it's worth, you remember the Cardinal video? That was like the first of like I want to ride every Amtrak route in its entirety and do like do a review of each one. So like at some point I will do those. Thoughts on paper schedules going away? I like paper schedules, like especially like PDF schedules. Like yeah, San Joaquin line includes. Caleb, I don't know if I still have the RTA card, but that also didn't work. So like, I've ridden Hudson Link. I've never done it in a video, but I have ridden it. If I ride the Cardinal and stop in Cincy, well, we were supposed to when we did the whatchamacallit, the trolley bus trip. Do I see any pros to owning a car? Yeah, I mean, obviously there are like pros to it. I personally just like hate driving. Like, there's a really good Not Just Bikes video that talks about just like how like car sharing is nice. If you like need to do like, you know, a trip to like Costco or something, you could rent a car and do that. Just plugging my phone in. Okay. Favorite least used station I've yet to visit? I don't know. I haven't been to it yet. Someone had an interesting one. Can you name all the London Underground lines? I like that challenge. Okay. Let's think about this. Okay, Metropolitan, Circle, District, Hammersmith and City, Waterloo and City, Jubilee, Victoria, Central. How many are there? Northern. This is not interesting content, is it? I'm at 9. Bakerloo. Someone says it's 11, so there's one more. And it would be, oh man, what would it be? Oh, Piccadilly. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh my gosh. Oh man, yeah. Northern Line is pretty much 2 lines. They've kind of like, if I was in charge of Amtrak, what self-serving dumb routes would I create? Oh, Oski Woski, thank you so much. Self-serving dumb routes. I would love to do more like crazy ones out west, just to like get more scenery. You know, like imagine just doing, you know, something crazy like, I don't know, like, I'm not very good like, you know, train lines or anything, but like, you know, Albuquerque to like Spokane, like you get some cool views on that, or like to Great Falls or something. Yeah, the Northern Line is also the Northern Line's stupid. I hate how it's the most Southern line. I've never been to France. Besides, there's a Spain video that'll come out at some point where we took a metro line into France, one stop. But yeah, I have not ridden any French metros besides Montreal. Oh, Josephine, thank you so much. The menu shot was very nice. It was a very good song. I give Jackson, I call my musical director. He's a genius. Worst non-numbered bus route name. Gatra used to have a route called the Middleborough Wareham MBTA Lakeville Train Connector or something like that. It was a horrible name. There's also the Scoot, which is it's in the Philly area, South Chester County something Transportation. That's not the bad one. Yeah, listen to Jackson's album. It's really good. It's called Stay Inside. It's on Spotify. I've done Flixbus and GoBus. Stay tuned for a future video that will come out at some point. Yeah, okay, I'll plug Jackson's album. He has a fantastic album. It's like kind of like indie pop. So good. It's on Spotify. Every song is like great. Like he's an amazing songwriter. Well, shout out the Cape Flyer. I mean, I've done a video on it. There's a Cape video. It's an older Cape video. It's funny. It's so interesting. There's like some people who have just like, I don't know. It's cool that like I've grown so much that there are like videos that I did that I thought did well that actually like haven't done all that well. Worst Gatra route, Middleborough Taunton connection. It's on the blog, milesandtransit.com, Hall of Fame. Very funny post that I wrote. What big cities do I think it's reasonable to have a car in? I don't know. I mean, I feel like I don't know. There's like probably a cutoff at some point, but thank you, T. Costello. Okay. Riding something other than coach class when? I haven't done a roomette in a while. There are no current planned roomette videos because Jackson and I went around the whole country all in coach. But I would like to do more roomette trips because they're so much fun. How do I go on stupid transit adventures without having to get a job? There are always weekends. Thank you, Adner. Yeah, Ontario, they do have a route called the Jump and Boulder, but it's cool because it's the hop, the skip, and the jump, so it's like funny and fun. More poor bid rides. I know. So Jackson and I went around on a rail pass, so you can't pour bid from that. And then for some godforsaken reason, you can't do a pour bid with trips that involve 2 segments, or like 2 or more segments, which is stupid and it's really annoying. Have I checked out the Staten Island Railway? There's going to be a Patreon live stream somewhat soon at some point where the Staten Island Railway will be a thing that is involved. How do I think my vids have improved since I started? I think the editing is... I think the editing's better. I think I've gotten better at, like, doing like, cutoffs. Like, it used to be... I used to, like, when I watch the old videos, they feel kind of like home VHS, like, tapes. Because they just, like, go on for long periods of time. Like, the shots. And I've gotten to a point where I've, like, gotten really good at... not to toot my own... not to toot my own horn, but, like... You know, I think I've gotten good at, like, knowing when to cut off something and, like, cut people off. Not be afraid to, like, cut people off. And I think it makes for, like, engaging stuff, I think. So, thank you. Or thank you for letting me, like, toot my own horn. Okay. The editing on the Greyhound trip was amazing. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's definitely, like, made me, like... I don't know, like it definitely felt like a step. It was a lot of work. Like that took like maybe a month to edit. Like that, and that's with like doing other videos. But like, but yeah, I really appreciate it. And then I don't know. We'll see. Like I definitely like there's kind of that like chaotic style that I normally do. But I wonder if like there's a place for those gray. I don't know. I don't want to get too sanitized though. Like I feel like that would just be like. Take away the fun. But the Greyhound video also was kind of chaotic, so I don't know. Caleb asks, how do I feel about launching a niche genre of videos and inspiring other creators such as myself? Myself being Classy Whale. Well, okay, Alina just said she's here. Hang on.
I just got announced. Oh
yeah.
my, hi, that's a terrible angle. I didn't know you were doing this whole thing on your phone.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Do you want to refill my water? Sorry. It's so empty. Do you want me to come with you?
No, it's fine.
You can see the rest of the building.
Oh,
I'm going on a building tour.
It's a terrible building is what it is. It smells like ramen right now.
It does. The people up here always like cook. Actually, now that I realize this, I could have just gone and done it on my own, so I'm sorry.
This is the water bottle filler. It's at 38,000.
We'll probably get up a couple. 38,004, 3,005.
It will start at 3.
Oh, wow. Junior asks, how exactly did you sell the cross-country Greyhound trip to her being you?
You didn't? I don't think you did. I think it was like... Well, okay, the story was, you were like, I'm going to take a Greyhound to Seattle. And I was like, I've never been west of Ohio. I want to go to Seattle. And you're like, well, come. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was, I think, oh my God, you're barefoot.
I'm sorry. Okay.
There's no selling.
What?
I did the selling.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Good field trip.
Yeah. Okay. How have my parents reacted? Is it okay if I just keep answering questions?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. How have my parents reacted to some of my totally insane trips? They like it. Like they love the videos. So I think they enjoy the stuff that gets produced by it. Least used MBTA stations back of the hill. My throat's so sore from like talking straight for like
It's not COVID?
an hour. No, it's not COVID. Okay. Rank commuter rail lines on the NEC from best to worst. Okay, that's a thinky one. Let me get back to it. Nick M asks, have you two had a date on a bus other than Greyhound? We went to the Cherry Hill Mall on our 6-month anniversary.
Well, no, the story behind that is we went to Haddonfield.
Right.
And then we
want to go to a restaurant, but like, these are all expensive.
And then you're like, oh my God, there's a bus to the Cherry Hill Mall. I'm like, we're not just going to go to... And we went to the Cherry Hill Mall. It's great. I recommend the Cherry Hill Mall.
Yeah. Also, Union Turnpike wants a fun fact. You can think about it.
I was talking about this at dinner today. I heard a professor on the main walk of campus behind me say that Joseph Conrad was a Polish refugee.
Joseph Conrad?
Isn't he Heart of Darkness?
I don't know.
I mean, it's racist, but his first language was Polish, fun fact.
Say the line, Bart.
Oh, that is a fun fact.
Someone else had a question for you. Oh, you'll like this one. Alina, do you identify as a transit enthusiast?
No. Are you ready? This is gonna be a lot of.
Someone also said, is Alina a foamer or just really into you?
So a couple things. One, I'm from the middle of nowhere. I'm not actually from the city of Pittsburgh. I'm from the area. So I had never been on a public bus until last year. Right? Yeah, last year. Had never been on a train before coming here. I'd ridden the T once as a kid. That was about
Pittsburgh
it.
T.
Yeah. No, not the Boston T. I wouldn't say I'm a transit enthusiast. I think it's more, I find most things in the world interesting, and I have a lot of resources now about this one thing, so I might as well learn more about it.
People are canceling you in the comments.
That I'm from the middle of nowhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, rural PA. Sorry about that. I live in I think my township is like 2,000 people. Yeah.
Also, someone said I found my exact opposite. What? Don't worry, I'm indoctrinating her, guys. I mean, come on.
I'm saying I don't like. I never said that I don't like transit. I
Yeah.
never said that. I am a big fan of every time my roommates try and get an Uber, I figure out 50 ways to turn it down. Trust
Exactly.
me. I am a very good jaywalker too. I'm adapting to city life. I'm trying.
Yeah. Union Turnpike wants to know your interests.
I study linguistics. There's a fun fact. No, I do languages. Trains are not my thing.
She has a lot of she can talk your ear off about a lot of different things, like rocks.
Yeah, I do like rocks.
Animals, music. Specifically like a lot of music was like international
We
music.
have a radio show together.
Yeah, I know. I need to publicize it more.
Yeah, we have a radio show with international music.
Yeah, it hasn't started yet this semester.
No. I knit.
Yeah, you do. She knits really cool things.
I guess languages is my transit.
Insert channel name here asks if you prefer sedimentary, igneous, or marsupial. Sorry, that's an inside joke. Or metamorphic.
I don't know. I feel like metamorphics are just such powerhouses. I like, I don't know. I like, is it nice or nice? Nice? The one that's like white with, it's white and black stripes.
How do you spell it?
G-N-E-I-S-S.
G-N-E-I-S-S. That didn't come up.
It's I-E.
Oh, I also spelled it wrong.
Oh, great.
What is it again?
G-N.
Oh, okay, wait, Union Turnpike spelled it.
Thank you.
Oh, that's pretty.
I like it. I have a nice rock in my room.
William asks what your favorite language is. Come on, hurry up. Think. Come on, hurry up. Let's go.
Sound-wise? Gosh, I don't know. That's a really good... What's your favorite language, Miles?
Oh.
And you'll be racist if you pick the wrong one.
Favorite language?
I think... that's really hard.
I know, you put me on the spot.
I really like Finnish.
Oh, that's a cool one.
I've always wanted to learn Finnish.
I feel like it's a very, like, sharp language.
It's very sharp. I do like all the prolonged, like, vowel sounds.
Yeah. Thomas asks Armenian. The thing with Armenian...
but the alphabet
the script is... But it's weird. It's just all U's. It's so hard to, like, read. It is a cool alphabet. It's cool it's a unique alphabet.
I feel like... I don't know. I feel like if I could just... Armenian's a really good one. That's a really good one.
Well, doesn't Georgian have a cool... And Mongolian has a cool script.
Oh, well, that's such
But they use Cyrillic, so it's like, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like... I really like Finnish. It has cases, though, so I don't know if I'd fully head on...
Amharic asks Caleb.
Ooh, that's good alphabet. Or is it... Abagida. It's got a really good script.
Hmm.
So does yeah. But I take Chinese, so I have
Right.
a love-hate relationship with Chinese. But I think the grammar system is really nice.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, Basque. I love Basque.
Oh, Basque is fantastic.
Basque is cool.
I feel like Korean is such an underrated alphabet.
Yeah, Korean's cool.
Because it's constructed based on how you make the sound.
Mm.
So that's why B's and, well, okay, I think. Like.
So it's a syllabic alphabet.
Yeah, it's so like consonants that are made kind of the same way, like B and P look alike.
Jeremy likes Ladino. Never heard of that one.
That's Sephardic. Like, it's like a mix of like Spanish. It's like the Yiddish, but for like Sephardic.
Hmm.
If that makes sense.
Interesting.
Yeah, I only learned about it because Penn teaches it, apparently.
Oh, really?
Supposedly.
Oh, yeah, it's a mix of Yiddish and Spanish.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Wacky.
would love to know more about that.
I do play aoumd too sometimes.
You can go back to trade
Someone asked.
questions. I feel like.
Oh, wait, no. Nina wants to know your favorite Slavic language. Come on, hurry up. Quick.
Ooh. Isn't Green... What's the language in Greenland? Is it just Inuit?
I don't know.
But that's a Slavic.
That's Slavic?
Its alphabet is syllabic.
Oh, no, Slavic.
Slavic.
Oh, did I mispronounce that?
Like
No.
Slavic.
Slavic.
Slavic?
Jeremy likes Romanian because it's like how to Romance language get there. But that's what makes it really annoying in GeoGuessr because it's like, what is this?
I love Romania. I could
Yeah,
talk
Romania's
forever.
cool.
I'm planning a trip to Romania, and this is going to be my hostage situation. I'm making Miles fly to Romania.
But I want to go to Romania too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go anywhere. People are mad at me for hiring you.
Sorry.
No, they're mad at me for hiring you. I think it's funny.
I'm a star.
I'm just doing it because it's funny.
I mean, is Russian just a cheap choice?
You actually know some Russian, so it's like...
I don't. I was actually, here's a fun fact. I was supposed to study Russian, and then the week before class, I changed my focus to Chinese, so I do really like Russian. Maybe that's a cancelable offense today, but...
Oh, true.
Yeah, I'm canceled again. But, it's pretty.
Adner wants to know your favorite instrument.
You wanna know how Miles and I met? It's because Miles plays the tuba.
Yeah.
And I play the tuba.
That's true.
Favorite instrument? Piano. Basic choice, but I feel like the
Okay.
piano...
It's powerful.
It's the most versatile instrument, I think.
Yeah.
And I like that it can do it all.
Yeah. Yeah, when I played tuba in the pit of West Side Story. And it was like the double, I replaced the double bass part. I just like played the double bass part on tuba. And I remember the piano player was just like insane. He had like 15 different parts.
Piano players are insane.
Yeah. Everyone's making is mayonnaise an instrument references.
Yeah. Well, true.
Do instruments of torture count?
No, horseradish isn't either.
Why did he get flanked into like I don't even know what accent I gave him. Nathan asks, any advice... Oh, no, different Nathan. Any advice on college apps? You're closer to that than I am.
Yeah. I think that when writing the tip I always gave people is when writing an essay, sound like you would, like, this is the thing you're most passionate about. Like, because I think that's what they care about the most. Like, I'm sorry, if you want to go into, like, accounting and you're doing it just for money, like, it's going to be harder to write that essay, but I think, like, just write about, like, I love this thing and I will literally die if I don't get to go to this college and study. I will die. Like, yeah.
I wrote my essay about...
That's what it was about, basically.
I wrote mine about doing the MBTA record. And I just wrote, like, a really funny story. And
I mean, I think that shows a level.
It worked out well. It was, like, a level passion, I think. Yeah.
I think that's what they look for, is that, like, you care about stuff, I think.
Yeah, just write about your passion. That's, like...
Yeah, what are you passionate about?
Yeah. Best SpongeBob character.
Not Patrick. I hate Patrick.
Yeah, he gets annoying later on. I think it's gotta be Squidward. And Squidward's...
Really?
Oh, totally. I mean, I'm a jaded adult, so I
Oh yeah, you gotta be Squidward.
Yeah.
I like Gary.
Really?
He's funny.
Every Gary episode sucks. Dumped sucks.
Okay, fine.
Pet Sitter Pat sucks.
Fine.
The one where
Okay, can I change my answer?
A Pal for Gary, remember that one? The one where like SpongeBob gets the other snail into a big
and the
monster.
other snail's mean.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, I changed my answer.
Okay. I mean, you can say Gary if you want.
I think Mrs. Puff.
Ooh.
I like Mrs. Puff.
Okay. Snail racing is not good, Jay. That's a bad episode. Gary Takes a Bath is a good one.
That's a good one. I like the one where Gary's like has the library and he's like, "Hello, SpongeBob."
Oh, and the dream one. That's a good one.
That's the Gary I was thinking of.
Okay, that's fair. Snail racing is not good. You're talking about the one. So okay, snail racing, like that's the one. I think it's the one where like.
I'll move so you don't have to like.
I can move to you.
Oh.
Squidward gets like his pet poopy snail.
It's like it's this French snail.
Yeah, and they just like it's just SpongeBob is so mean to Gary in that episode. Like it's just like a very mean-spirited episode.
Yeah.
Oh, the Rocky joke is good, but wow, people like snail racing. I thought that was like a universally like considered like bad episode.
Yeah.
Best Futurama character. Sorry.
I never watched. I like my only interaction. Wait, I just realized how tall your door is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know. Okay, my only interaction with Futurama is it being like on the TV when I wasn't supposed to watch it as a kid.
Oh.
Because I was a kid.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I don't know.
So I have a question for you. Oh, there are two questions for you. Your favorite YouTube channel? That's an easy one.
What else?
You watch like the commentary people.
I do. I love Drew Gooden. I think Drew Gooden might be my favorite YouTuber. I think
good.
Every video he puts out makes me like I have to pause because I'm laughing so hard.
Mm-hmm.
I, like all of you, am now hooked on jet lag.
Yeah.
So I will be like, no jet lag episode.
When the stream ends.
Every Wednesday I get a text from Miles, new jet lag episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Drew Gooden though.
Favorite non-transit YouTube channel? Well, I mean that you answered that.
Yeah, I don't watch transit YouTube. I watch your videos.
Can you stream jet lag? No, I'm not gonna stream jet lag. Do I have a favorite? I mean, Drew was the only one I watched like before you. The only like commentary one I watched before you.
You like Cody Ko now. I
do like Cody Ko now. He's really funny. Curtis Connor has that really funny, just like grab bag of sounds he always uses.
Oh. His podcast is better. That's my hot.
Okay. I'm sure I could like go through my subscriptions and like why does everyone want me to... No, not Drew
Because they all watch jet lag. All of us are held together.
Oh, Eddie Burback's good.
Eddie
his rainforest cat.
That inspired the Greyhound video a lot because I feel like because we
watched it on the Greyhound trip.
We did watch it on the Greyhound trip, and I am into K-pop.
Oh, Union, there is a Jeopardy video way back when. You are into K-pop.
I am into K-pop. No, but the Eddie Burback video when we were watching it on the Greyhound trip, I can't remember which of us said it. It was like we should probably frame the video like this, where it's like we have an intro.
That's actually a good point.
And then we have.
You're right. He inspired the editing. Yeah.
You don't do voiceover.
He did inspire the editing.
And you're like, I think the only way to make this coherent is to have a voiceover.
Just with like, I want to do more diegetic stuff than he did.
Yeah.
Diegetic meaning like the sound is coming from the shot.
We don't swear. None of us. Do we swear?
No, I swear with my friends, but.
I was like, we didn't swear on here.
Fave K-pop group.
This is gonna get
NCT.
I'm
NCT.
an apologist.
We got a super chat. We got to answer this one.
Question.
Windsor Locks or Westerly? Well, Windsor Locks is a terrible station. Westerly all the way. That has like an art gallery. There's an art gallery in the building. I do have K. All of my K-pop opinions are from Alina. Does Alina watch international TV?
No, I don't watch TV much.
Okay.
I have no attention span.
Yeah.
Westerly, you were saying.
Oh, okay. Well, Jeremy says they're going to rebuild Windsor Locks, which would make it better. Windsor Locks is a really terrible station.
Where is it?
It's in Connecticut.
Oh.
Ned Lamont territory.
I see.
Can you speed run all NJT lines? Jeremy made a spreadsheet for that. We will do that at some point. Shoreline East or Hartford line? Now we're getting out of like you territory.
It's okay.
Here we go. What do you think of Thomas and Friends?
I think I watched it as a kid. My brother, I have a brother who's 4 years younger than me. He loved Thomas and Friends. He had the whole train phase. He got a train table for Christmas. Wawa versus Sheets. I also have opinions about that. But yeah.
Oh, come on.
But yeah, I never watched Thomas the Train. Wawa versus Sheets. Wawa.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It's gonna surprise people who are from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But Wawa, it's so much better.
Hello from Argentina from Eugenia. That's so cool.
Wow.
That's actually the next episode of our radio show.
It is.
Is Argentina, yeah. Yeah, so it very cool. Jules gave a super chat. I just had to get another beeping key card just now, and this train is still sitting here at 8th and Market.
Sounds about right.
That sucks, Jules. I'm sorry. Oh, are you getting a Ridge Spur? Is that why you're sitting at 8th and Market? Or is it a Market Frankfurt line? My favorite bay at the Port Authority bus station. I don't think I have one. I guess 68, because that's the Greyhound Bay that goes to Philadelphia. That's the one I'm at most often.
It's your common choice. Whoa, you like Sheets better?
Oof.
Okay. Sheets has the feeling of home for me, but the food is just worse and more expensive. That is my hot take.
King on the MBT, I think, is not... I don't know, because, like... Well, I have to ask Jordan what he thinks about me releasing those, because I know he wants to, like, keep a professional...
I see. Understand.
Thingy, but well, I don't know. We'll see. Favorite Green's from Costa Rica. Oh my gosh!
Oh, wow.
That's not SoCal.
Latin America has some representation here.
Yeah. Jeremy asked a fun question. Favorite NYC bus route that isn't the Q35? He has to make me think about it. I like the B42. It's very nice and short. It's easy. And it's a free transfer to the L. If you could have any occupation you want, what would it be and why?
You go first.
Okay. William just gave $4.99 with no comment. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Can I call you Bill? William.
Okay, while you're thinking, Westchester Railfan really wants me to answer Shoreline East or Hartford Line.
I'll think.
I haven't been on the Shoreline East since it got electrified, but it's electrified. So, like, I feel like Shoreline East. I'll have to ride it to tell you for sure, but my answer, having been on the Hartford Line and the Shoreline East, Hartford Line but not Shoreline East, I do think Shoreline East is better.
I got it. Librarian.
Okay, librarian. That's a good one.
That's a very chill job.
You'd be really nice to people.
I would love to be a librarian.
Yeah. Favorite 4-track rapid transit city line: New York, Chicago, or Philly? I recently rode the Purple Line Express, and it was really cool. Like, it's an elevated 4-track line. It's
Where's
awesome.
this?
This is in Chicago.
Okay. I thought the trains in Chicago were all elevated, or is that a
There are
dumb comment
some,
to make?
No, they built 2 subways in like the 40s, I think.
Okay.
So they're not all elevated, but thoughts on Queens.
Just Queens
We
in
went to.
general.
Remember we went to Flushing?
We did go to Flushing. I liked Flushing.
Yeah, we went to the New World Mall, and it was incredible.
You loved that mall. It was really
so cool.
The food court was the whole bottom floor, and pretty much everything was in Chinese.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It was so cool.
I have never ridden the 7 Express.
Oh my gosh, canceled. Yeah, Jeremy, New World Mall. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Oh wow, it's a highlight favorite place in NYC.
We just randomly found it.
What is that? I was watching a video recently. It's that guy, that New York dude who has like a really like long neck. And he's like, here reviewing, like, we're gonna talk about the 5 best hidden gems in New York. And one of them was the Queens County Farm Museum, which I've been to. And I was like, oh, that's cool, a place I've been to. Anyway, that was random.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Eugenia. Jeremy's favorite thing is the one. Oh, okay.
This is going fast.
Oh, thank you, Dassy.
I heard someone earlier say favorite bagel.
Cinnamon raisin.
But like, okay, favorite location bagel.
Oh, New York.
Yeah. What's your go-to?
I need to go to
best of all time.
I need to go to the famous Montreal spot because I didn't go to like a famous place in Montreal. But in New York I always go to Liberty Bagels because it's close to Penn Station. I'm sure there are better ones, but yeah.
I saw favorite BART station.
I saw someone ask, I see favorite BART station. There was one. Have I seen all the stations? I started watching it and then it got kind of boring and I stopped.
Ooh, controversial.
Yeah. Favorite BART station. I don't know that I have a favorite. They're all kind of similar.
You're just holding your phone and doing this. You really like.
My back is starting to hurt.
You're so brave.
Someone asked favorite Amtrak menu item.
Not the DiGiorno's.
Well, no, because I think the specific thing was new menu, not old menu. I've only had one thing on it. I don't even remember what it was. It was good. It was like the chicken Santa Fe or something. Okay. For Alina, Dunkin' or Starbucks. I'd like Starbucks more.
I don't drink coffee.
Dunkin'
either.
sucks.
Miles only drinks water. That's his only liquid. I don't drink coffee. I don't like it. So, I like donuts. So for that, I have to say Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
Cause Starbucks has nothing to offer me, and like Dunkin' at least has donuts. Cause I don't like tea
either. Yeah, I've never had coffee either. I tried it once and it wasn't good.
I've tried it like every couple years. No.
How could I lean against the wall here?
Okay.
I just want to. I don't know. I need to be up against something.
Yeah.
Dream Amtrak menu. What Amtrak menu item would you want to see?
That's a good question.
They got rid of the freaking bagel. I want the bagel again.
Oh, I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah.
Like.
I mean, it wasn't very good, but it was
I don't know. I feel like whenever I'm on a Amtrak, I just want a turkey and cheese sandwich.
That would be good.
Like, I feel like that's all.
Cold. You could serve it cold, probably.
Yeah. I feel like my stomach can't handle much more than that if I'm on a train for like a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Jeremy asked if you're slowly making me like sweet foods.
I wish I did. I don't think I am.
Yeah.
I tried a plum for the first time.
I liked it.
Yesterday. I got him a plum and he liked it.
I feel
like it's insane you've been trying some of this stuff.
I tend to like fruits with pits.
Okay.
Like when we went.
You like the pit family of fruits. You like your droops. You like your droops.
On video that hasn't been revealed yet, we had like nectarines from the soup Nazi place.
Yeah. You found out he likes nectarines.
Yeah.
A pluca. Oh, everyone's saying the plum apricot.
Apricots are the best. Least used station in DC. I actually do need to schedule that because there's a funny thing with that.
Okay.
There's an interesting quirk there.
A little quirky.
Do you have a favorite SEPTA trolley route?
I don't know.
Probably the 34, right?
Oh, 34 is my tried and true.
Yeah. Okay.
Nick, it feels like you're from rural PA, given the questions you're asking, but you're not my brother, Nick, and that's what's throwing me off.
So the least used Amtrak station in DC, this is the funny thing. Obviously the joke is that there's only one Amtrak station in DC.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. But?
Some Amtrak trains, thanks for ruining it, Anish. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, some Amtrak trains make L'Enfant Plaza. And it's a ghost station. It doesn't appear on any schedules aside from the VRE commuter rail schedule.
Oh,
some trains
I saw them saying like L'Enfant.
And you can't buy an Amtrak ticket there. So what I would do is buy an Amtrak ticket from like DC to like Alexandria, Virginia, or whatever.
Okay.
And
just get off.
And then just get off. Like that would be so funny. That would be the least used in DC. I couldn't get the ridership numbers, but. J Railfan says it's not served in Amtrak anymore, but it still shows up on the VRE schedule, so I don't know.
So is there like, why is it like that?
It's basically, it was a program where you could use VRE tickets to ride Amtrak trains, but they've canceled that program. But I think the Amtrak trains still make the stop. Oh, that's true. There's no reverse peak VRE service. Like that's part of it. So it's
That's
like you
weird.
can.
I'm learning.
Amtrak makes Perryville and Edgewood. Amtrak makes Perryville and Edgewood.
I don't know that language.
That is kind of weird. I don't. Right? No, that is weird. It does. Wild. One train. Wow. Oh. That is kind of wacky.
That's what I'm thinking. That it's just called the Child. Like
Wait, what's called the Child?
the DC one. What would you say?
L'Enfant Plaza.
L'enfant
L'Enfant.
means the child.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The Child Plaza.
The child. Yeah.
Okay. Single level, or you like
I haven't been on a double decker.
Okay. We'll ride.
Every time I'm in New York, I see those little double decker NGT things, and I'm like, when will it be my turn? I want to
We'll
ride.
ride it at some point. We'll get on NJT.
Oh, L'Enfant is the last name of the guy who planned DC. That makes sense, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well. Oh yeah, SEPTA is getting bi-levels.
Where?
But they're only gonna use them on rush hour trains.
Like on.
Like rush hour express trains to
Like what line is getting that?
Nick, my second most viewed video. I ride the Port Jervis line. Go watch it. I've been on it before.
Nick's a fake fan. SMH. Wait, like is it the L that's getting it?
No,
Yeah,
regional
like
rail.
okay, I thought it was gonna be regional rail. Oh my gosh, you could take one to Wawa.
You could take one to Wawa, yeah.
Wow, what a time to be living.
Yeah, oh, that's okay, Nick. Yeah, bi-levels, so people are pointing out the very real problems with bi-levels, and that's
What are they?
basically...
Name me a problem.
So
They look cool.
The stairs are basically, they take a lot of time to it takes a lot of time to bring people up and down the stairs. They're not good for throughput. So in Paris and Sydney, their systems use double-decker trains, and they have commuter rail systems that act kind of like subway systems, but I think they're trying to phase them out because they're just not good for capacity.
Yeah, but have they considered they look cool?
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
How are they not good for capacity? It's double the.
It's just at the stations and make it takes longer to board people.
So
you can fit more people on them.
But then isn't that less of a problem if you're doing a regional rail situation because there's less riders?
I guess
I'm not saying make the L double decker. I'm saying
But ideally, you would have more riders.
Okay.
Should we turn the lamp on?
Yeah.
I don't know if that improves it at all.
I think it does. Look, it's getting used to it. Your phone isn't weird now.
Okay.
Scrolling up.
Yeah. Are there any new ones? Might be new ones. People are discussing bi-levels.
Oh man.
We're just talking about bi-levels.
Everyone's saying I just need to experience one. No. No.
You'll ride one someday.
Yeah. No, I want to. We did ride a double-decker bus in Victoria. That was my first time.
That's true, we did.
Well, okay.
That was cool.
That was my first time on a real double-decker bus, not a bus tour, a Philly bus, you know?
Right. That's a fair point.
I don't know. It kind of scared me. What is it?
I know one that you have.
I don't know one that I have.
What
is it?
Because foamers are really defensive of these. I'm on the fence.
What?
You are very pro rail trail.
Oh, I am. That is my cancelable opinion. But I okay, my thing with, oh no, they're gonna start. Yeah, so my thing with rail trails is that I live in the middle of nowhere, and the train near my house is now a rail trail, and it is used a lot. It is a core part of the community, and I think it's very important to my community, and no one would ever use a train from no Hodunk town here to Pittsburgh. No one would use that. And if they did, it would take literally 2 hours to get to the city. So I think rail trails are good in rural areas because it connects places. Because the only other trails between towns in my area are highways. So, thank you.
Yeah.
That's my rant.
Yeah.
I like my rails.
There are some lines that just like aren't necessarily going to be good for train service. There's stuff like the Newtown Trail, which is like annoying. Like I don't like the Newtown Trail, but like you
It
know,
is more defensible for. That's
Absolutely.
the thing. Is all my like bad opinions can be like, well, I guess you're rural and rules are different there.
Right. Favorite NYC subway station is Park Place on the Franklin Avenue subway. Franklin Avenue shuttle, rather. Do you have a favorite NYC subway station?
I don't remember any of them.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just remember being stressed on New York City.
Oh my god, Go Super Toe, it's the shoe guy. That's all I know. He's just the shoe guy. He rides trains, but he only films his shoes.
Where did the commuter rail services go in Pittsburgh? You had two?
It went to
Probably not where I live.
no, not where you live. It was a
It wasn't even a highway.
V-town. It was like Homestead and then a little bit further.
Oh. Homestead. So down? Or is that south?
Yeah,
Okay.
southeast.
V. I don't know.
McKeesport. I thought it went to some V place.
Well, McKeesport's like...
Oh, Versailles.
Versailles. Okay, I was thinking Versailles. It's not where I live. I live in, I don't even know what the industry of where I live would have been. Like, mills? I don't know, you've been there. Sorry, you've been there. It's like,
Yeah.
there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Where my house was built in like the early 1900s when there was a train, but yeah, coal. There's a lot of mines. That's about it.
Union wants to know why you were stressed about the New York subway.
I'd never been to New York before last year, and New York is big.
It's overwhelming,
It's
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
New York's a lot. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, a lot of rail trail discussion going on.
I know. I'm sorry. That's my cancelable opinion.
Yeah.
I also like biking, you know? And because I live in...
That's not cancelable.
Yeah, that's not cancelable. But because I live in a hilly area, the only place that you can actually have an enjoyable bike ride are rail trails.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, well, bike trails are very nice.
Go bikes!
Yeah. What, in my opinion, is the longest SEPTA bus route? That's not an opinion question. Longest SEPTA bus route is the one. I can tell you that. That's a concrete fact.
Where does the one go?
It just runs down Roosevelt Boulevard. Like
Ew!
I know. Someone asked if I've ever taken a Greyhound to Iowa. It's in the video.
We went to Des Moines!
I mean, it wasn't a Greyhound. It was Burlington Trailways. But...
Yeah, there are no Greyhounds in Iowa, aren't there? I don't think it's Burlington Trailway. Because Burlington's in Iowa.
I don't know. I mean, there might be, but I haven't looked into it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we went to Des Moines?
Yeah.
Saw the Gold Dome?
Mm-hmm.
The Promised Land.
Yeah. No, the one doesn't run exclusively along Roosevelt Boulevard. It runs along City Ave at one end. It has like deviations.
It must be like a lot of deviations if it's the longest.
Well, it goes to like, it goes so far. It's ludicrously long. It's like over 2 hours. Which gadget bun do I wish worked? I'd love to see more suspended monorails.
What does that mean?
A gadget bun. Foamer Vlogs wants to know if we've ever ridden a train before.
I have ridden a train before. I rode the train home.
But gadget bun, it's basically like a weird thing. Like, just like it's not a train, it's not a bus. It's like a weird like something or other. They're just weird. I don't know really how you describe them. I don't really do like tourist railroads that often. I don't know. I mean, they're okay, but like they're fun. The proposed train from Montreal to Boston. It's very interesting.
I would do it.
It kind of goes like around. The big thing with it is the cost is very expensive. But I don't have any qualms with the route because it goes to Old Orchard Beach, which is very popular, the Quebecois. Like, genuinely, that would be more of a destination than Boston. It's also the least used Amtrak station in Maine. So
Okay, that's why it sounded familiar.
yeah. And it shows us some like areas that would benefit from a train. It's just like,
Okay.
it's just very
Am I gonna ride Greyhound again? Well, I have a bunch of like coupons now, so I feel like I have to use them.
yeah, that's true.
Like even if like it's like I have a 20% off coupon, I might as well use it.
Favorite transit system in North America? I would just say MTA in New York. Like I guess
Not the MBTA. Traitor.
yeah, because the MTA is rough right
I'm
now.
telling your employers.
I was gonna say. Jeremy said TTC. I was gonna say TTC would be my
What's
follow
that?
up. That's Toronto. It's very good. TTC is awesome. And then someone asked most underrated transit system. Underrated.
Don't ask me.
I don't know. Would we do a concert in a transit station?
What do you mean?
I don't know if we would.
I feel like I'd just be annoying.
Yeah. Oh, Ripped is underrated. That's a good one, Jeremy. Yeah. Ripped
Rhode
punches above its
Island?
weight. Yeah. It's a
Ooh,
good
look at
system.
me, I'm so smart.
Yeah. We were talking earlier about how we got to go to Westerly with Chloe.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
I guess I've been through Rhode Island, but I've never been.
Right.
I have not been to a
People are saying, oh, yeah.
the Transit Museum. I don't think I've been to one.
Yeah.
You have.
Yeah. Alan Fisher collab. There have been a couple.
It's happened.
He's going to be in the Great Race.
Wait, are you not allowed to say that?
going to be a surprise.
Oh. Canceled. Canceled.
No, it's not canceled.
Canceled.
It's
Cut
just-
the cameras.
Yeah. Oh.
I thought you like couldn't talk about the Great Race, but then for a second
No,
I was
I'm
like,
allowed to
wait,
talk about the
yeah, you
Great
can
Race,
because you had
but-
to advertise it.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Wow. Oh, everyone's all mad now.
That's a fun fact. That is. Well, you guys will know more later.
Alex Phipps already knew.
Oh,
somehow.
he knew.
I'm not going to cut out the VOD. The Great Race is in 2 days from now.
Yeah, you'll find out eventually.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, people are going nuts. Exclusive scoop. Yeah. I see. It's the Montreal-Boston's overnight, which is when the freight trains run.
I mean,
We'll see. Great Race to Medford. Yeah, when the Green Line extension opens, that'll be a Boston Great Race. Favorite bus.
Arctic Nova.
Oh, you do like Arctic Nova.
No, I don't like any of them. Just every time where somewhere you're like, that's an Arctic Nova.
Well, because Jackson likes them.
No, my favorite's the school bus.
In a Penn?
The Penn,
A
school bus.
Oh, yeah.
Penn has its own transit system, which I hate. I've got a lot of beef with it. It's terribly run. But they, every once in a while, take out of storage a school bus that they painted white and blue that says University of Pennsylvania on the side.
Yeah.
And he got to ride it. I didn't get to ride it.
I know. It's great.
What's the stop request?
It's just like a buzz. It's just like bzzz.
It's so
bzzz.
funny. Bus ran. I don't
You
have
just
any-
you just kind of gave one.
Yeah, I don't have any bus opinions.
What is Great Race between Philly and New York, including flying? Flying would lose. New York to DC would be great.
Are there all the? Oh, never mind. That's a spoiler. Well, you had
Okay.
an idea that was like, what's the best way to Philly? Remember?
Oh, the one where I like went between them.
Yeah. I
that's
didn't know
true.
if you wanted
Yeah,
to say
no,
that
I
that
just
was-
haven't done that.
You made the spreadsheet.
That's true. I did make the spreadsheet. I know there's a direct DWR flight, but it'd still be like great race. It's we're doing a great race within Philly, 11-ish team, or I think 4. If everyone shows up, it's like 14 teams.
Oh wow.
14 different transit routes
Jeez.
between.
I'll be there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a video eventually.
I freed up my Friday for that.
Yeah. Did you really have anything going on?
I did.
You did?
The sprint football game.
There's a football game on Friday?
No, it's a sprint football game.
Oh.
So like doesn't matter.
Oh, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
I freed up my Friday for that. So
Okay,
all
okay.
of you have to watch the video when it comes out.
Yeah.
I gave up a lot for this.
We do want to ride the Drexel shuttle at some
Yes.
point. I'm really curious.
The pen, it's so bad. Like
Yeah.
it's so stupid and bad and poorly run. Yeah, we did use it yesterday though.
Yeah, we did.
Because it goes right to my
Showed
it goes
up,
right
yeah.
to my dorm.
Right.
Didn't last year, but it does this year.
Yeah. For what it's worth, by the way, I'm waiting until my phone yells at me for saying 10%, and I'm gonna start to like wrap it up.
I see.
Because it was at 20%, like a little while ago. Well, what is that now? It's at 15.
Which ones? Would you want a commuter rail service from Pittsburgh to Harrisburg? Who would use that? I'm trying to picture, because Pittsburgh and Harrisburg, that's far.
That is far.
I think the Pennsylvanian does its job pretty well. It could be 50 times faster since it's quicker to drive. But, you know.
You need more Pennsylvanians.
People would use it to leave Harrisburg.
Caleb hates Harrisburg. I don't have anything against Harrisburg.
I feel like I have neutral opinions on I don't know.
There need to be more Pennsylvanians, though.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Buttercup, there's a video where I ride Houston's light rail system.
I've never been to Texas.
Yeah.
Harrisburg.
What's wrong with Harrisburg?
Yeah.
When I'm riding Via Rail, I would really like to. I would really like to ride Via Rail.
Oh, Paul, the Poconos to NYC.
But they're working on that.
We were talking about that. They are working on that.
They're doing Amtrak to Scranton.
Which when I heard that, it was like, who's using that? But then Miles was like, it goes through the Poconos. I'm like, oh, okay. I see the appeal. Never mind.
Yeah. Ooh, take Reveal to Churchill, Manitoba. I would love to do that. That's
I
the
wanna go to
polar bear capital of the
Manitoba.
world. Churchill is.
Wait, you can see like polar bears there?
Yeah. You go on like polar bear tours. There's like more polar bears
Are
per
these
capita
are these
than-
like the whale tours though, where it's like?
Well, no, I mean they're polar bears. You kind of just go to them, I think.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have been talking about doing long distance bus trips in other countries.
Yeah, I showed them the Canada spreadsheet.
Oh, you showed them the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
It is expensive.
I think if I were to do that, I would want to spend a night in each city.
I feel like that takes out so much of the
But
fun
if
of
I'm
it,
already
though.
spending like $1,000, it's like I at least want to have experiences. The
I
Greyhound was like ostensibly free.
Yeah. I just think that like
We were talking about Mexico.
yeah.
That is in the
Mexico
pipeline.
I was looking at, yeah. I just think that like I think it takes away in terms of just like taking like a bus across an entire country, I think that it takes away its luster if you don't do it in one go.
But what if we wouldn't have time to see the polar bears?
In Canada?
Yeah.
We wouldn't see it's like
Then
there's
what's
no
the-
road there's no road connection there. You have to take the train or fly. Those are the only ways to get to Churchill. We'll do that someday. That's its own train. That'd be a trip report. That'd be an apparently a trip report.
Okay. No words. No words.
It'll be fun.
No, but like, okay, whatever. I just want to see Canada more.
Well, I know.
Bus across China. Does that exist? Does that exist? Like from like.
I wonder.
I'm trying to think. Would it just be like? I feel like you have the same problem with America, where you kind of have to go like east, west, and then north. You have like the diagonals to do. I feel like the diagonal from like Jilin area down would be like.
But would they bother if they
I feel like
if they have high speed rail?
That's the
Like
thing. I
'cause
don't
the high
think
speed
they.
rail is
I don't
pretty
think they
affordable, I think.
bother.
Yeah.
I don't think that exists. Cause then it's like you're gonna have to go to like Tibet or like north, like near like Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and I don't think they have like.
So what would you do?
A lot of infrastructure there.
Uyghur's the city way up, right?
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
From there to like
Oh,
Guangzhou, maybe.
China has a massive intercity
Oh, okay.
bus network. Well,
So,
there you go.
There you go.
I guess if my Chinese gets good enough,
Yeah.
well, we'll do it.
Yeah. I just want to say I think doing the full bus trip. I would do the full bus trip and then go back and go to different cities by like plane or something. Like just
Okay. About Canada?
yeah.
Okay. That's okay.
That's my thing.
Okay.
I think it'd be so funny to do the whole thing by bus without stopping.
Okay.
And then we go back and we do go back to like Winnipeg or wherever the heck.
Yeah.
Riding all weekend SEPTA bus routes in one day. That's nuts. I could never do that. That'd be really hard. Unless I think you might be able to do I wonder if you could. I don't think you could do it. It would just be the music for the intro. That's all Jackson.
He's the music
Or
director.
actually, Goose Chase was Alex Davis plus Jackson.
Music director.
But yeah, Jackson's the music director. At least I call him that. And he's incredible.
Canadian flights are cheap now. They better be, given how much work they freaking gave us.
Yeah.
My flight got canceled 3 times from Vancouver to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've tried Our Bus, yeah. It was fine. Will any of the music be released separately?
You should make an album.
They're just little theme songs. They're like 30
Miles
seconds.
in Transit OST.
They're like 30 seconds.
Hey, we didn't talk ill of China.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go there in January. My trip
That's true.
got canceled all trips to China.
The Goose Chase series was pretty cool because it showed off like the editing styles of all the different like people. It was kind of interesting.
I'll tell you, Miles showed me the Diner song like weeks and weeks before the video was like when you just made the song.
Right, it was so long.
I had
before.
it stuck in my head for freaking ever, and the video wasn't out.
Yeah.
And so I like would walk around singing it.
Well, do you remember when Jackson and I made a song and then the country music song?
I still get it stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miles made a song and sent it to me. This was like last November. Or
Yeah.
October, maybe. November.
Mm-hmm.
And I still get it stuck in my head.
It's just like a song about a girl who likes country music, and we're like, oh man.
The chorus is so good.
Yeah, that was that.
You need to make it a full song. Release it.
We were talking about making an album at one point, and we just haven't done it. What made you decide to end your videos the way you end them? I think it's funny to.
It's funny.
Just end and say,
Uh-oh.
low battery. People are saying they found me through Goose Chase, which is cool. Because Alex's video got like so many views. How long does it take to make videos? Okay, a couple. I don't know. It depends on the video, I think. Okay, I think I said that I'd start to wrap it up when I got to 10%. And I just got to 10%. So I'm gonna wrap it up. So thank you for coming and watching this rambling mess.
Thank you for including my cancelable opinions.
No, Jeremy, there's not going to be a bus riding live stream for 5K. There's going to be a bus riding live stream for 5,280. That's my...
Is that a bus route?
No, it's a mile.
Oh, he just said maybe for 5. Oh, you'll be a mile!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wait, he's so funny.
Yeah, so we'll figure out what that is. It's going to happen soon for sure. Everyone's saying congratulations, presumably on 5K. I really appreciate it, everyone. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming and having a fun time. And yeah, thank you very much. If I say something unfunny, the stream ends.